Thanks for all your hard work. We're fine, brother-in-law. It's freezing out. You're the one working outside. You've got it tough. I saw my sister smiling like a flower when she talked to Fei Bing. I noticed it all. Convincing Feng Jiao shouldn't be hard. I'm just worried Fei Bing won't agree. Feng Ting, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. If it's still like this after a while, we can't keep putting it off. I have to go to the provincial capital tomorrow. It's too cold to bring you along. What if I can't get pregnant? What am I supposed to do? Feng Ting, I'll only be gone for 2 or 3 days. I won't be gone long. I know, Fei Ping. Fei Ping, there's something I want to ask you. What if I can't have a baby? How could that happen? You're perfectly healthy, Feng Ting. There's nothing wrong with you. You'll definitely get pregnant. But we've been married for so long. And we haven't used protection lately. Still, there's been no sign of a baby. You silly girl. Not getting pregnant doesn't mean something's wrong. Before, we weren't using protection. Because it was always your safe period. The safe period isn't completely safe. But the odds of getting pregnant are much lower. Recently, it's because I learned dual cultivation. As long as I don't want a baby, your belly won't start growing. She actually thinks something's wrong with her. She's worrying over nothing. There used to be a woman in our village. She looked perfectly healthy, but she never had a child. Eventually, her husband sent her back to her parents' home. Women in her village back then really had no rights at all. Women's status in this era is worlds apart from later generations. Women in later generations were top tier. From 2000 to 2010 was actually the best period. There was no discrimination, and not too many female bodybuilders either. Fei Ping, what if I can't have a baby either? Would you look down on me? Would you send me away? That woman was driven out by her husband, but at least she could return to her parents. But if you drove me out, I'd have nowhere else to go. Silly girl, how could I ever look down on you? Feng Ting is pretty sweet and obedient. She knows how to run a home and save money. If I drove away a wife like that, I'd truly be a bastard. Besides, she really can get pregnant. There's just a reason it hasn't happened. Once I remove the restriction, Feng Ting will naturally have a chance to conceive. But this matter is something I can't explain to her right now. I can't exactly tell her I learned dual cultivation, and that all the attempts before were ineffective. Feng Ting, I swear, if I ever send you away, may lightning strike me dead. Fei Ping, don't make such a terrible oath. I believe you. Back home, women who couldn't get pregnant were almost always abandoned. Even if they returned to their parents, they'd be shamed for embarrassing the family. Fei Ping hasn't looked down on me. He even swore an oath to put me at ease. The better he treats me, the less I can let him lose his family line. As long as the Chan family can have an heir, I can't put this off any longer. Don't worry, Fei Ping. No matter what it takes, I won't let the Chan family line end with us. Have a safe trip, Fei Ping. Stay safe, brother-in-law. Don't worry. I'll be back soon. I'll ride the motorcycle to the station. Once I arrive, I'll find a secluded spot and store it in the Cancun ring. That'll make the return trip easier. After expanding the ring, it can hold more than just a motorcycle. It can even easily fit a light truck. Still, it's better to leave the truck here for you. 金斗福宝. Protect your mistress, got it? With them guarding the house, I can leave without worry. The village is poor, so thieves are rare. And in weather this cold, no one wanders around. Anyone with bad intentions would back off after seeing how big they are. Drive carefully, Fiping. Don't rush. Be careful on the road. That's right, brother-in-law. The train won't leave that fast. Take your time. You'll still make it if you drive slowly. I'll take it slow. Feng Jiao really fell for Fiping long ago. I just never noticed. Li Kuei-hua rejecting him back then really showed how blind she was. This cold is nothing compared to the old Forbidden's forest. Once I circulate my inner power, it feels like there's a bonfire inside me. Too bad my strength is still limited. Using high-level Qinggong would drain me in no time. But if I only use it to keep warm, it's 8 kilometers from Heping Avenue to Wujiang Station. Until I buy a house, I'll have to keep living here. No matter how nice a hotel is, having your own place is more convenient. I hope I can buy it this time. Ma'am, this is Chan Fiping. I've arrived in the provincial capital. Yang Shen said you found a villa. That was just built and is for sale, right? Has the owner sold it yet? Don't worry. It hasn't sold yet. Good, I'm glad it's still available. Do you have the owner's contact information? Could you give it to me? If they're available, I'd like to see the house today. I do. Let me ask the owner. If they're free, I'll take you over. I can also help you negotiate the price. I'm an expert at haggling. That would be perfect. Sorry to trouble you. No trouble at all. I'll call the owner now and call you back shortly. All right, ma'am. Thanks. The owner is free right now. It's on my way, so I'll pick you up and take you there. The polo, ma'am? This model was brought in through barter trade from Eastern Europe, right? You know about that? Yeah, China used barter trade to exchange for several car models from the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe. They included the Lada Volga Moskvich and your Polski Fiat. Barter trade means using no cash. You directly exchange goods instead. The Lada Volga and Moskvich were Soviet cars. This one was made in Poland. Because of the way its name sounded, people jokingly called it the no-milk car. The exterior and interior look great. Actually, the engines in these models and their assembly quality weren't that good. They overheated easily, and the axles broke easily too. They had a fairly high failure rate, but the steel body was thick, so they were very durable in crashes. The engine overheats easily, but that makes the heater especially useful in winter. How do you seem to know everything?
Ahem.
I know a little, just a little.
He was clearly hiding something.
He must be keeping plenty of secrets. I really want to know what else this man is hiding. Her outfit was sleek and stylish. She had the vibe of a powerful Hong Kong businesswoman. She really was a woman of strength. Even though she came from a well-connected family, she dared to start her own business. That showed real ambition. Another wealthy young lady might have married whoever her family chose. She looked down on those rich playboys and refused to become a man's appendage. She was 25 and still refused to marry. No wonder her parents were worried. Zhang Yanning was a strong-willed woman. She took marriage seriously. Yang Xin told me all this. When I visited the provincial capital last time, I just didn't understand why she suddenly told me about it. Maybe after doing business together for so long, we just hit it off. And she started seeing me as a friend. There are hardly any old houses here. Most of them are newly built villas. Building villas in the northeast is expensive, and heating them is more than most families can afford. The people who can live here are mostly wealthy and image conscious. This must be an upscale neighborhood. Houses like these in the provincial capital often have an Eastern European style. But it suits my taste. I'm not picky. As long as I have a place to stay and store goods, I can avoid the hassle of hotels and warehouses. The owner lives pretty far away. He'll get here a little later than us. The house and surroundings are both nice. This villa is pretty nice. The surroundings are great too. Why is the owner selling? I heard he lost money in business. He needs cash flow. How does anyone lose money in business in the provincial capital these days? The economy's booming. There are opportunities everywhere. Most fields are wide open. The provincial capital has such a huge market. You'd have to run things badly to lose enough to sell a new house. Sounds like a friend set him up. The owner said he trusted that business partner too much.
He treated him like a brother.
But the guy never saw him as a brother.
He just saw him as a sucker.
Choosing the right partner is crucial in business. Otherwise, you can get screwed way too easily. If you can't find the right person, you're better off going it alone. Don't take on a partner just anyone. Even if nobody means to cheat anyone, different goals and interests can still turn partners against each other. So be very careful when partnering up. Is it priced too high? Or is there some other problem? A little pricey wouldn't matter. I'm just worried there's something wrong with the house. That could cause disputes later. It's not expensive. I checked the prices. For a villa in this location, it's actually a little below market value. As for the biggest problem, it's already been built. How is being built a problem? Anyone who can buy property here has money to spare. They'd rather design a place to their own taste. This wealthy neighborhood is fairly new. There are still plenty of empty lots nearby. Rich people would rather buy an empty lot and build a house they like from scratch. So finished villas like this are actually hard to sell. It's been listed for a while. This is Mr. Chun Feiping, Boss Chun. The owner of this villa is Mr. Wang. It's getting dark. Let's go inside and look around. This villa has a great setting. A lot of rich people buy homes here. The finishing materials are all top-notch. I spent nearly 20 grand just on the renovations. The walls are double brick. You won't have to worry about insulation. There's also radiant heat and a fireplace. It stays nice and warm in winter. It's over 2,000 square feet. That's more than enough for me. The owner has a good eye for design. He must have hired a professional designer. The furnishings and appliances are all here. You can move right in. That sure saves a lot of trouble. The landline's already installed too. You can take it with the house if you want. A new landline costs thousands now, installation included. And you have to wait in line. That's no small expense either. The house is spacious. The renovations are nice. It's fully equipped. I really am interested in buying it. Hey, I just got here. Boss Wang, how much for this villa? 130 grand. I paid almost that much for the land alone. At this point, I'm practically giving you the house for free. It must have been listed higher at first. He dropped it to 130 grand after it wouldn't sell. Not many serious buyers have even come to see it. The owner is starting to panic. His business partner cheated him. He's waiting on the sale money to make a comeback. The new project can't wait too long, or he'll miss the opportunity. These days, ordinary private homes usually sell for just 10 or 20 grand. But a place with land like this is a different story. Telling everyone he's desperate for cash is practically showing them his weakness. No wonder his partner took him for a sucker. Boss Wang. The price is actually pretty fair. The location is excellent, and transportation is convenient. The materials and finishes are good too. Why is he complimenting the place now? Is he not planning to haggle? The more you want to buy, the less you can let the seller see it. But, Boss Wang, with all due respect, your house does have a few drawbacks. So he isn't skipping the haggling. He's waiting for the right opening. You can't just trash the place when negotiating. Acknowledge the strengths first, then the flaws are easier to accept. Go ahead, Boss Chen. First of all, the design style isn't really to my taste. I'm not saying the renovation is bad. You have excellent taste. This villa really captures the Eastern European style. But with home design, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Everyone has a different ideal home, right? He acknowledges the owner's taste and frames it as a difference in aesthetics. That makes it easier for him to accept. As for the second point, your house is peaceful and quiet, but there's no grocery market nearby. The local amenities aren't very complete either. It's just not very convenient. Yeah, that's true. When we bought the land, my parents complained it was too far from the market. You can't even walk there in half a day. I can't drive them every time they need groceries. Maybe the old folks just don't want their son spending so much. They aren't acting like nouveau rich. He's not skipping the haggling. He's getting the owner to admit the flaws himself, one by one. He's more seasoned than I expected. Third point. Don't mention too many drawbacks, or I'll just seem unreasonable. The first 4 points aren't the real issue. To negotiate well, you have to find what matters most to the other side. The last point. Boss Wang, forgive me for saying this, but this villa has some feng shui problems. What do you mean? Come with me. I'll explain them one by one. Boss Wang, your villa faces south with its back to the north. The entrance faces the northern wind. That creates a through-draft curse. North corresponds to the Can trigram. It weakens wealth and lets energy escape. There's also no protective rise behind the house. The northern wind blows straight through the living room, scattering the home's energy, so wealth can't build up. And the front door lines up directly with the back window. That makes it look like wealth flows right through. Money comes into the house, but the draft carries it all back out. In winter, the north door lets in cold negative energy. That can make the household restless. And that sharp corner to the south points straight at the road, creating a hidden arrow curse. It clashes with the through draft curse and can bring accidents and financial loss. The kitchen is also in the northwest, the Qian position. That's a fire over metal clash. It further harms the head of the household's fortune. Business had always gone smoothly before, but right after the house was finished, my partner cheated me. My parents and wife complain every day too. There's been no peace at home. Could this house really have bad feng shui? This is usually something middle-aged or older people study, yet he explains it like a real expert. Boss Wang, as far as the design goes, your villa really captures the Russian style. It must be comfortable to live in. But when it was designed, you probably didn't consider feng shui. Boss Chan, if you think the feng shui is bad, why are you still planning to buy it? Because my destiny is strong. I don't fear wealth-draining curses. As long as the house is cheap enough, I wouldn't care if the feng shui were bad. I'd even buy a haunted house. And since I can spot the problems, I naturally know how to fix them. It'll just take some work to remodel. This layout can block the cross-draft with a screen wall. Then plant evergreen trees in the northeast gen position to gather qi. Hang a bagua mirror to ward off harmful energy. So Mr. Chan is a feng shui master too. My respects. Not at all. I only know a little. This flaw is actually the one I care least about. But it's what he cares about most. His business just failed. When he heard the feng shui was bad, it was bound to bother him. If he keeps this house, will he lose more money? The more he sees the house as a problem, the more he'll be willing to pay to sell it fast. It's getting late. Buying a house is a big deal, Mr. Wang. No rush. I'm only in the provincial capital for 2 or 3 days anyway. Think it over first, everyone. I'm not from the provincial capital. I'm only here for 2 or 3 days. The meaning was clear. The offer expires. Wow, he says there's no rush. But every word pressures the owner to decide fast. Mr. Chun, you should get a phone installed at home. You told me to help you find a house. What if I find one and can't reach you? They work together perfectly. A smart wingman really matters. This house has been listed so long. It's rare to find someone who truly wants to buy it. Who knows how long you'll wait if you miss this one? Please wait. $115,000. I'll cut another $15,000. I really can't go any lower. I pay that much just for the land. Now I'm practically giving away the house with the land. The longer I keep this house, the worse I feel. I better sell it soon. All the furniture and appliances stay. Transfer that phone to me for $1,000. That's the bottom price. Push any lower and the deal could fall through. With the landline, I can save another 2 or 3 grand. Okay. Back then, private homes were mainly sold through private contracts. There wasn't a complete transfer process like later on. Once you help me transfer the landline, I'll pay the remaining $3,000 right away. No problem. We'll settle up after the phone transfer. I'll cooperate on the phone transfer as soon as I can. We'll talk then. For $115,000, I got a whole little villa. This was a great deal. To buy land again in the same area. The lot alone would cost over $100,000. Then build another little villa like this, and it'd cost at least $50,000 more. Plus, I'd have to watch construction and wait for renovations. It's a waste of time and effort. Moving right in is so much easier. I save so much money at once.
It really feels great.
You really understand feng shui and mysticism. I know a little, but not much. Still, I know Boss Wang cares a lot about it. His business hasn't been going well lately. From walking in the door to closing the deal, he has every step planned out. That guy has one trick after another. He's practically impossible to guard against. I need a favor from someone. You're way too shrewd. I have to watch myself doing business with you. When I first met him, I only thought he was very knowledgeable. He was quite a talker, and very smooth with people. But the more I got to know him, the harder he was to read. As for you, ma'am, you'd better watch yourself, or I'll eat you up, bones and all. You wouldn't dare. A one-time deal or a long-term partnership. I know the difference. Both sides should profit in business. That's how partnerships last. I wouldn't dare. You and Boss Yang are my biggest clients. We may have plenty of chances to work together. How could I ever take advantage of you? If this house were yours, I wouldn't dare cut the price by a cent. Thank you for helping me find this house, ma'am, and bringing me here to see it. You even helped negotiate the price. I really put you out. A verbal thank you is all I get. Well, I'll buy you dinner. How about Hafeng House with Boss Yang? That sounds more like it. Has the boss lady's little car ever carried a man besides Boss Young before? Could the boss lady be getting married? But she's sensitive about marriage. I'd better keep my mouth shut. Are you treating us tonight? You should call Yang Shin yourself. Hello, this is Hemfeng Trading. This is Boss Yang. I'm Chan Feiping. Boss Chan, you're in the provincial capital? Yeah, I got in this afternoon. Did you buy the house? You bought it already? Did you go with my cousin? Yes, the house is ideal. And the price was a real bargain. I'm very satisfied. Sorry to trouble you both. So I'd like to treat you and your cousin to dinner at Heaven House. I wonder if Boss Yang is free. Sure, I happen to have no dinner plans tonight. I'll be there soon. See you in a bit. Even an average millionaire couldn't afford it. Boss Chan, how much did the house cost? Including the phone line transfer. The total was 116,000 yuan. What a bargain. When you break it down, the house was priced at 130,000. So you saved another 18,000. You got an amazing deal. Cousin, you're pretty good at haggling. Getting it that low is impressive. I'm not that good. Boss Chan talked Boss Wang into it himself. Boss Chan taught me a valuable lesson. I learned a lot. That negotiating method really works. It may come in handy someday. Boss Chan negotiated the deal himself. When I first came to the provincial capital, I didn't know the market. Later, I learned Yangshin's prices were fair. So there was no need to haggle over every penny. You can't only look out for yourself in a long-term partnership. You probably don't know this. But Boss Chan is also a feng shui master. Master is a bit much. I only know the basics. Don't hype me up, ma'am. You'll make my head explode. Boss Chan, our new karaoke lounge opened, and you still haven't come by. I've reserved a private room for you tonight. You have to stop by. Drinks and singing are on me. I don't mind coming over, but I'm paying. No. We agreed before the opening that I'd treat you to karaoke. If you pay? All right, then. I won't stand on ceremony. Boss Yang, do you know anyone who buys ginseng? I mean wild mountain ginseng. The ginseng in my herb garden grows every day. I need to find the right buyer ahead of time. Waiting until it's mature and then scrambling to find a buyer would leave me at a disadvantage. When I was reborn, my circle was limited to my small hometown. I couldn't reach any real big buyers. That wild ginseng could only go to the city's black market. And their price was limited. Now I have connections in the provincial capital. As long as I find a more direct buyer, I can surely get a much better price. Yang Shin's trading company doesn't deal in ginseng. He's not familiar with that business and isn't interested in handling it himself. He knows plenty of wealthy people here. But the real buyers of wild mountain ginseng are the tycoons in Hong Kong. China had only been opening up for less than 10 years. The provincial capital's businessmen and Hong Kong's wealthy tycoons were on completely different levels. Boss Chan, you came to the right person. I know a businessman from Hong Kong who specializes in wild mountain ginseng. He comes to the provincial capital almost every month, usually on the 5th, 10th, barring surprises. If you want to get into the wild ginseng business, I can introduce you. A buyer from Hong Kong is the most direct buyer I can reach. There are no other wholesalers taking cuts along the way. His price definitely won't be low. My wild ginseng won't be ready for a while. We'll talk then. But thanks in advance, Boss Yang. With a direct sales channel, this batch could earn me another 80,000 or even 100,000. And the herb garden can keep growing more. This definitely isn't a one-time deal. I showed Yangshin the karaoke lounge business. For me, it only took a few words. He introduced me to a Hong Kong businessman. For him, it only cost a meal. Yet it opened up a new source of income for me. Trading information and resources, so both sides can profit, is a win-win. We still have karaoke later. Let's skip the drinks at dinner. Dynasty is jointly owned by Yang Xin and Zhang Yanning. They each have their own role. Yang Xin mainly handles socializing and maintaining client relationships. Zhang Yanning handles operations and management. She usually comes by at night to inspect things and check the books. Boss Chun, what do you think of our private room name? Pretty grand, right? Yeah, it sounds very high class. Naming your karaoke lounge Dynasty was the right call. If you called it something like Big Tycoon,
It would sound much tackier.
it wouldn't have the same class. A tycoon can't compare with an emperor. The room names matching the business name is a nice touch. My cousin and I spent a lot of time coming up with them. We both think they're perfect. Just from the names alone, Dynasty feels a level above ordinary karaoke lounges. Even if someone copies the idea later, they may still not measure up to Dynasty. We also followed your suggestion to start a membership program. For the bosses who come in often, we issued Supreme Gold cards. They get even better service. Here, Boss Chun, this membership card is for you. You're our most honored guest at Dynasty. These words are inlaid with real gold. Real gold. Inlaying it isn't easy. I found the best craftsman in the provincial capital. He ruined several cards at first. In my previous life, I'd never seen a membership card at this level. I didn't expect Young Jing to use real gold. In 88, gold was only a few dozen bucks a gram. These 4 characters weigh no more than 10 grams. Even with the craftsmanship, one card costs just a few $100. These guests can easily spend that in one night. The Dynasty makes more profit than that. Giving out real gold cards is totally worth it. In my past life, I was just a businessman with a little money. I couldn't reach this level. But now, in 88, I'm worth hundreds of thousands. You couldn't find many like me in a small city. Compared by wealth for this era, I'm no worse than later bosses worth hundreds of millions.
Thanks.
Boss Chan, do you know what this name means? Zichin. It seems it was where emperors lived in ancient times, where the emperor lived. I searched lots of old books to find this name. I had no idea what it meant before. Hey, my cousin was right. Boss Chan, you seem to know everything. I'm flattered. There are lots of things I don't know. It's really cozy inside in winter. Right. A lot of karaoke places cut costs by buying just a few sets of equipment. They'll never amount to much. If you're doing it, do it top tier. Small-time operations can make money at first. But once there are more competitors, they'll soon be pushed out. We didn't open enough private rooms at our karaoke lounge. They're packed every night. Bosses often call, but there are no rooms left. Some even book days ahead. I save one for myself every day. Only for those special VIP guests. The provincial capital has lots of rich people, and new millionaires show up every day. Northeast nightlife is still pretty limited. Private room karaoke offers a brand new place to have fun. The first private room karaoke faced an almost totally untapped market, so business naturally boomed. No private rooms again. That's no small loss in revenue. But my cousin and I are planning a second one. At these profit levels, we'll break even in a few months. Not opening a branch would waste the chance. There's still a huge gap in the market. The sooner we open a second one, the more market we can grab. The sooner we open a second one, the more market we can grab. It's not just us. A lot of people are already planning to follow suit. They've seen us making money and how good business is. Others will soon copy this model. You can't open a karaoke lounge with money alone. You need the right connections too. But plenty of qualified people are in the provincial capital. There's a huge profit pool here. A lot of people want in. And one of them is a very powerful rival. They're preparing to invest 2 million as a group. I hear the new venue will be twice the size of Dynasty. Boss Chan, about that, could you give us some valuable advice? This man has a lot of ideas. Maybe he can really help Dynasty handle future competition. Though rivals following suit will take some customers, it also means an even bigger opportunity. As long as more and more venues open, the market for this new model will only grow. If we pull this off, we could make over 1 million in the future, maybe even several million. You could easily make millions from other people's investments. There still aren't many karaoke lounges in the provincial capital, but many people have seen this industry's potential. Anyone with the means is waiting to grab a piece. Setting management aside, whoever opens first will get the biggest share. So you have to open branches as soon as possible. The faster, the better. The more, the better. Of course, I understand that, but our resources are limited. For our first private room karaoke lounge, my cousin and I invested over 800,000. We used Boss Chan's sound system, which saved us over 100,000 from the original estimate. Otherwise, it would have cost over 1 million. The returns are high, but we've only been open a short time. We can't recover the investment that quickly. To open a second place, we'd have to use our savings and take out a bank loan. Besides, a branch needs someone to manage it. You don't make money without putting in the work. You can't just leave a business unattended. A lot of things require hands-on attention. We haven't been in this business long. Our management experience is still limited. Handing it over to someone else too soon may not work. Have you considered opening franchises? Franchises? A franchise is a business model. The franchisee signs an agreement with the brand's headquarters, and after receiving authorization, uses the brand's trademark, name, business methods, and other resources. They operate under headquarters guidance and standards. Franchising originated in the United States in the 19th century. Back then, there was a sewing machine company called Singer. To promote its products quickly, it began granting sewing machine dealerships and setting up franchise stores nationwide. This model has many advantages. For the brand owner, the biggest advantage is rapid expansion at low cost. It lets them seize the market. Rent, renovations, equipment, and other startup costs are mainly paid by the franchisees. The brand owner doesn't have to invest heavily to open new stores with its own money. The brand owner also doesn't need to put in much staff or management for each store's daily operations. The main investment comes from other business owners, and their own interests are on the line, so they'll be highly motivated. Franchises also reduce risk. The franchisees bear their own profits and losses. The brand owner doesn't have to cover losses at individual stores. Of course, karaoke is a business with huge returns right now. We don't have to worry about losses for the moment. With minimal investment, you can conquer the market fast. Minimal investment, rapid expansion. We never even imagined this before. This mature concept doesn't exist in China yet. Introducing it ahead of time would naturally have a huge impact on them. Boss Chan, that's an incredibly bold idea. But if we do that, wouldn't we have to give up part of the profits? And it wouldn't be a small share. No, to be precise, this isn't giving up profits. It's taking money for free. Others provide most of the investment, and they handle the management. You simply take a cut. Isn't that a great deal? Even if we take just 20% from each one and open 10 or 20 of these stores, or even more, just imagine how much those cuts would add up to. Besides, you're the brand owner. You're the ones making the rules. You can even require drinks, cigarettes, snacks, and the like to be purchased from headquarters. Those are extra ongoing profits. In the United States, once a brand has enough franchises, the brand itself becomes very valuable. If someone wants to acquire it later, they'll have to pay a hefty price. Karaoke is a unique business. People without the right connections may not get in with money alone. If their connections are strong enough, they can clear that hurdle for franchisees. For that alone, many owners who can't make it on their own would be willing to join the franchise. Dynasty opened first. Its reputation has already spread. Being able to use this brand would naturally appeal to franchisees. This model is very popular in the United States. If we open all the branches ourselves, first, we'd need too much capital. Second, we have to invest a lot of manpower. If you want to expand quickly, you should consider this. This idea is incredible. There's just too much to take in at once. If we rely on saving up to open stores ourselves, we'll never expand quickly enough. Before we open more than a few, the provincial capital could already be packed with competitors. Franchises are the fastest way to claim this market. But if Dynasty opens too many locations, it could look bad. Our families may not approve. Right, a few stores would be fine. But my old man may object if there are too many. If we open too many stores, people may say we're abusing our family's influence. No, you're mistaken again. You won't be opening lots of Dynasty locations. You'll be building an entertainment brand. You'll only operate 2 or 3 company-owned stores. The rest will be funded by others. And the franchisees will make the most money. If anyone gets jealous or objects, they'll be making enemies of all those franchise owners. They'd be blocking so many people's livelihoods. Who would dare cause trouble? You know, that's exactly right. If you're just helping people get in, and then taking 20% outright, people could easily use that against you. But if you establish a legitimate company, providing brand training and operating expertise, then franchise fees are perfectly justified. Once the situation changes, the nature of it is completely different. Boss Chan, you're one hell of a genius. How did I not think of that? Use other people's money to seize the market fast, and do it completely above board. Even potential rivals eyeing the market become allies. It's a win all around. If this franchise brand succeeds, Dynasty really could become the king of the provincial capital's entertainment industry. The king of the provincial capital's entertainment industry. I'm pushing this so hard, but I have my own reasons. Every time Dynasty opens a new branch, it needs a new batch of sound and TV equipment. The first Dynasty venue they invest in, it made me $150,000. As long as we secure the equipment supply, this will be a real big business. Even if we have to win the supply rights by giving up more profit, each place can still make $100,000. 10 places would bring in over $1 million. If there are 10 or 20 places later, the scale will grow even bigger. The king of the capital's entertainment scene. That title is just too tempting. I want more than just money. I want status too. The boss's wife is an ambitious career woman too. She's no less capable than any man. I need to ask the old man first. I have to convince him first. I thought opening a few places would be enough. I never thought we could build something this big. We can't let this chance slip away. Same here. Business is done. Now let's have some fun. It's getting late. I'll get going first. Doing this, huh, boss? Cheers. Have fun. Hahaha. My cousin seems interested in Mr. Chun. If I can set them up, maybe I can keep this top strategist in the capital. Cousin, it's getting late too. Why don't you head back and get some rest? And give Mr. Chun a ride home. Leave this place to me. All right, then. Can you drive? Yeah. Then you drive. Okay. This car's engine tends to overheat, but that's an advantage in winter. Let it idle a bit, and the heat comes on. At this hour, the capital was already quite quiet. You could barely see a soul on the road. Nightlife is scarce in Northeast winters. Even in a big city. That's why karaoke became one of the few late-night pastimes for the rich. Compared with my Starlight light truck, this Polonez handles way worse. The light truck shifts smoothly. Its throttle responds fast. The steering goes wherever you point it. And when I don't want to drive, it has self-driving. This car isn't much for handling or comfort, but with my experience and the system tech, I can still handle it with ease. He's clearly an experienced driver. His skills are sharp, but it's his first time driving my car. How is he steadier than me, the owner? Could he really be a genius? That woman really is charming. But her background is too powerful. I can't mess with her. Can't mess with her. But a few sneaky glances can't hurt, right? What are you looking at? Does he have a third eye or something? He knew I was looking even with his eyes closed.
Ahem.
Watch the road. Chan Feiping, who the hell are you? I really can't figure you out. This man knows too much. Far beyond his years. Why is he being so direct all of a sudden? I'm a reborn man. If he sees through me, I'm screwed. Boss lady, are you trying to figure me out? That's not what I meant. It just seems like you have many secrets no one knows about. Who doesn't have secrets? I can't have every hair on me known by everyone, right? Take you, for instance. I don't know you that well either, but that doesn't stop us from doing business, working well together, or even becoming friends. All this time, I've never hurt you or Yang Shin. Every deal has worked out for all of us. And I think I've also given you some useful advice. That's true. They say curiosity killed the cat. Women are curious creatures. And Zhang Yanning is a proud career woman. She thinks she's smart and capable. those rich young men in town. She's always looked down on them. In her eyes, even her cousin Yang Shen falls short of her. But then Chen Feiping showed up. His wisdom, insight, foresight, and vision all surpassed hers. For the first time, proud Zhang Zhanyang felt truly defeated. But because of that, she naturally developed a strong interest in him. As they talked, the sedan soon reached Tianlong Grand Hotel. I bought the house, but it doesn't have bedding or anything yet. I won't stay at the new place tonight. I'll stay at the hotel for now. Thanks, boss lady. You've been drinking. Drive carefully. Security in the provincial capital should be fine. But it's late. You might run into robbers. Relax. I've never gotten drunk. And I've had training. A few big guys are no match for me. Your strength and speed are decent, but to me it's just fancy moves. Not bad, you've got the form. What do you mean not bad? You looking down on me? I've trained in martial arts since I was little. You little punk. I could drop you easy. Believe that? Arguing with a woman is stupid, especially one who's had a lot to drink. Sorry, Miss Zhang. I was wrong. You're a great fighter. That punch is like a dragon bursting from the sea, with overwhelming force, at the peak of perfection, with the might to take on 10,000 men. You think I can't tell you're mocking me? Sorry. Miss Zhang, I'm going in. That jerk dared to mock my skills. I'll show him someday. The next morning, at an elegant old Chinese estate. Your swordsmanship is already 70% of your grandpa's. Dad. You got back last night? Sis, you're really diligent. Practicing sword work in this cold? Zhang Weijun is Zhang Yanning's only brother. He's the eldest child in the family. You little brat, you've got the nerve to say that? Since winter began, you've gotten lazier every day. Dad, what era are we in? Who practices martial arts every day? Besides staying fit, what good is it? It's not like I can beat people up. Still talking back? Back then, your grandpa fought an enemy unit until both sides ran out of ammo and food. They could only fight hand to hand. Your grandpa used a sword to cut down over a dozen enemies. If your grandpa hadn't been such a great fighter, you might not even have had me today, let alone you. Here we go again. That's ancient history. He rose through the ranks. Otherwise, the Zhang family wouldn't have its status today. And you say martial arts are useless? I'll beat the hell out of you. The Zhang family has deep roots. Because it produced heroes in the war, his own generation had it easy. But the next gave him headaches. His eldest daughter was smart and capable, but had too many ideas of her own. After college, she refused to go into politics as he planned, and went into business instead. She did make some money, but he still wasn't pleased. His younger son seemed slow-witted, with no perseverance. He didn't look like he'd amount to much. What troubled Zhang Zhenlong even more was his eldest daughter's high standards. She looked down on many outstanding young men in town. She's already 25, and still unmarried. In his traditional view, being unmarried with no kids at her age made her an old maid. Breakfast is ready. She was Zhang Zhendong's wife, Feng Domai. Her family was from Jiangsu province, which gave Zhang Yanning's accent a soft blend of northern and southern tones. Yanning, how's your karaoke club doing? Pretty well. It makes good money. Don't stay up too late too often. It's bad for your health. I know, Mom. The karaoke club just opened, and I'm still getting the hang of running it. I need to keep a close eye on it. Once I know the ropes, I can let my staff run it. Okay, that's good. It's better being a businesswoman like Sis. My monthly pay isn't even $100. A lifetime of it can't match what she makes in a year. What the hell do you know? You think your sister could open that karaoke club on her own? You really have no brains at all. Mom, Dad, I want to discuss something with you. He took a cab to the little villa. As a home, the house was nearly perfect. But as an investment, it wasn't ideal. Buying property in the provincial capital wasn't a great investment. The Northeast economy would slowly decline. If I were investing in real estate, I'd rather look for a commercial land in Shenzhen. A courtyard home in Beijing is worth considering too. But rumors of low prices can't be taken as fact. For a reborn man like him, real estate was actually one of the slowest ways to make money. Who could be calling? Could Boss Wang need something? Chan Feiping. Yang Xin and I both got our family's approval to open franchise stores. So he saved my number too. After Yang Qianli reached out first, Zhang Zhendong finally nodded, but required everything to be done legally. Chan Feiping, your afternoon nap. Oh, congratulations! Looks like Miss Zhang is about to become the entertainment mogul of the provincial capital. Chan Feiping made it clear he's been waiting for this day for ages. I called because I wanted to discuss this with you. Yang Xin and I talked it over. If the sound equipment is reasonably priced, you can supply all our future branches. Hey, Miss Zhang. You praised me for being sharp yesterday. You said I should watch myself doing business with you. But since Miss Zhang has given her word, I have to show you some respect. This price is fair, right? I've already slashed it to the bone. Fine, we'll go with this price. Once a word is given, it can't be taken back. A sizable equipment deal was officially sealed just like that. But, Miss Zhang, it's your turn to buy me dinner this time. No problem. How about Harmony Pavilion again tonight? As long as we have it at our restaurant, You can order whatever you want. Abalone, then, but let me warn you first. We don't have fresh abalone this time. Only dried abalone. Dried abalone works. It'll satisfy the craving just as well. This is all thanks to Brother Fiping. We'll definitely build a chain brand together. Karaoke bars are still a wide open market. As long as the terms are right, the franchise locations will expand fast. Brother Fiping has been in the capital for 3 days. He should be back today, right? Brother-in-law's back, sis. Let's go help him get his things. Brother Fiping, brother-in-law. We're not cold, Brother Chun. A newlywed couple reunited after a brief separation. Their longing after days apart quietly melted in the warmth. But at this moment, the sister-in-law was still lost in thought, her mind full of what she saw passing his room last night. Fengshang, go to the cellar and get some cured meat and dried vegetables. You got it, sis. In rural northeast China, nearly every home had a cellar. The Tran family home was spacious, so they built the cellar right inside the house. The cellar went below the frost line, keeping the temperature inside stable. There weren't many fresh vegetables to choose from in winter. Usually it was just cabbage, potatoes, and radishes. Back then, people worried because they couldn't afford meat. Now, having too many choices is its own happy problem. Let's have this for breakfast today. Oh, Fang Jiao, what are you doing here too? I was just coming to get some vegetables. Sis told me to come get them, brother-in-law. I got some venison, potatoes, and dried eggplant. That's too little. How will that be enough? I'm a little hungry today. We need to get more. Let's grab 2 more cured pheasants. I'll get them, brother-in-law. No, your hands are already full. Let me do it. I'll take these to the kitchen for sis first. Hey, this girl is something else. Sis, I got all this. Is this enough? Yeah, that's about right. I had Feng Jiao get it. I knew she'd bring too little. I'll get some more. Feng Sha, did you sleep well last night? Yeah, pretty well. Feng Ting, you girls haven't gone out in a while, have you? Since today's the market day, and the weather's nice, why don't we go into town later? Sure, Brother Fiping. Sure, brother-in-law. I want to go to the market. All right, I'll take you girls out. Jindo Fubao, hop in. I'm taking you out to have some fun. Sun Desheng caught a chill and has been sick for days. As unwilling as Li Juhio was, she had no choice but to watch the shop herself. Chan Fiping goes hunting in the snow. So why doesn't he ever get sick? Four wheels sure are nice. You can go out whenever you want, even in winter. I heard this little truck costs 30,000 yuan. When will running a convenience store ever earn that much? Mom, I want a piece of candy. Eat, eat, eat. That's all you think about. You good-for-nothing burden. You're just like your useless father. Brother-in-law, it's so warm inside this truck. I'm not cold at all. It's just too expensive. It costs so much money. Honey, don't worry about the cost. The money I've made with this light truck already pays for this little truck several times over. This is an investment, not a waste. Compared with this light truck, the Polonez handles terribly. It's 1989 now, with just over a month left until the new year. A lot of people want to make extra money at the market. I lost my parents, but I found a new home. And I have a man who loves me. Feng Jiao and I are so lucky. If we hadn't met Brother Fiping, what would we have done? Big sis. Auntie, this woman was the sister's aunt, the one they had traveled far to find after fleeing their hometown. But back then she refused to take them in, and wouldn't even give them a bite to eat. She simply drove them away. Auntie. The sisters barely had any relatives in the Northeast. She must be the one who refused to take them in back then, the one who rejected the sisters. She doesn't look kind at all. It's lucky she was so cold-hearted back then. Otherwise, I never would have met Feng Ting. So it really is you. I thought I might have mistaken you for someone else. Back then, the sisters practically knelt and begged her to take them in. But she showed them not a shred of pity. So she got married. A new padded coat, a gold ring, and a mechanical watch. This man is probably worth at least 10,000 yuan. I can't believe she not only survived, but married so well. Why does she get to have that? Sis, brother-in-law, auntie. Oh, Feng Jiao. Even the younger sister is dressed so well, and wearing a bracelet. This man must be very generous. I'm Feng Ting and Feng Jiao's aunt, Wu Yufen. What's your name, young man? Where do you live? She's suddenly being so friendly. She must be up to no good. She thinks I look wealthy, and wants to use me to get some handouts. Too bad you picked the wrong person. My name is Chen Fiping. I live in Luoyang Bay. Luoyang Bay? What a coincidence. I live in Harvest Village. We're practically neighbors. We live so close. That'll make it easy to visit and exchange favors. Since you're Feng Ting's man, you're family to me now, and we're from neighboring villages. That makes us family twice over. Come by often. Sure. I don't mind you coming. I'd only mind if you didn't. This is my chance to get even for Feng Ting and Feng Jiao. Auntie will come visit you another day, so we can get to know each other. Fiping, my aunt isn't a good person. Yeah, brother-in-law. Back then, she had no family loyalty. Now she's suddenly so nice. She's up to no good.
I know.
Don't worry, I have a plan. Fiping is so smart. Auntie can't give him trouble. Here, the food's ready. Zhongliang, I went to town today. Guess who I ran into? What are you talking about? How would I know who you saw? Zhou Fengping and Zhou Fengjiao. Why are your two poor nieces still in town? Are they beggars now? In this weather, beggars would have frozen to death. They aren't beggars. Zhou Fengting married a rich man. She married better than our Aye. A rich man, you sure? A big gold ring, a new padded coat, and a watch. Could he afford that if he weren't rich? In that case, we should see them more. Back then, the sisters looked frail and couldn't work. Zhou Zhongliang didn't hesitate. His wife smiled and drove them away. If I hadn't driven them out, could Zhou Fengting have married so well? Right. We deserve credit too. Did you ask that man's name? And where he lives? I asked him everything. His name is Chan Feiping.
He lives in nearby Luoyan Bay.
Luoyan Bay? That's great. It's so close, easy to get there. Honey, what's wrong? I dreamed uncle and aunt took the bride price and forced Feng Wang and me to marry men we didn't want. Hey, it's okay. I'm here. You're my wife. No one can take you away. Feiping, I'm yours. I'll always be yours. With Feiping by my side, my old fears slowly faded away. Sis, why did you get up so late today? You look so lively, sis. You don't look sick at all. I felt a little sick earlier, so I stayed in bed longer. Sis, I dreamed about uncle and aunt last night. They forced us to marry men we didn't want again. I was scared for a while after I woke up. Me too. It's okay, Feng Jiao. We have Feiping now. Don't be scared. Yeah, brother-in-law's here. Woof, 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 woof. Jindo, Fubao, are you saying you'll protect sis and me? Woof, woof. Thank you. Hey, which way is Chan Feiping's house? Follow the village road to the end. Near the mountain are two new brick houses. The bigger one is his. They asked for directions without even saying thanks. So rude. Zhongliang, let's visit our nieces and nephew-in-law. Why bring eggs? We're their elders. No need for that. We refused to take them in before. Chan Feiping surely knows that. Bring some eggs first, to ease things over. Then we can borrow some money later. Won't that work? It's almost 11 now. He has to keep us for lunch. We'll eat plenty of meat and make back the egg money. This nephew-in-law seems richer than we thought. Their poor niece married better than their daughter. They were jealous. But the wealth before them made them see a chance to profit. He has a pickup truck and a motorcycle too. Calling him rich was an understatement. Zhongliang, this pickup must cost 10,000, right? 10,000 for a pickup? In your dreams. Even a walking tractor costs 3 or 4,000. A pickup costs at least 20,000. That much? We need to get more help from him. At least borrow a few thousand. Yeah, borrow more. He should honor his aunt and uncle anyway. They remembered the woman who made the mistress uneasy. She was already on their watch list. Why are these dogs bigger than hunting dogs? And so fierce? Well, you got here fast. Feng Ting, Feng Jiao. I'm your aunt. Your uncle and I came to see you. Fiping, if they're here to borrow money, don't lend them any. Yeah, brother-in-law. My uncle and aunt must be up to no good. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Trying to fleece me? Not a chance. Let's make them suffer first. Feng Jiao. Put the leftover meat buns in the cabinet. Don't leave them on the table. Or in the pot. Feng Ting, put away the candied fruit and pastries in the main room, along with the raisins and teapot. Got it. Back then, you wouldn't even give the sisters water. Don't expect a bite from my house today. Well, isn't that Auntie? What brings you here? We only met your husband yesterday, and we're from nearby villages. So we came by to see where you live. We should keep in touch. In this cold, it must be a north wind. Today, you'll get nothing but cold air. Oh, Fai Ping, let me introduce you. This is Feng Ting and Feng Jiao's uncle. His name is Zhou Zhongliang. Oh, look at me. I left you outside in the cold. Come in and sit down. Zhongliang. It seems Chen Fiping accepts us as family. Then everything will be easy. Maybe they didn't badmouth us. Maybe they even think meeting Chen Fiping after we drove them out was our blessing. What absurd confidence. Since they came to my door, don't blame me for getting payback for the sisters. Compared to this place, their mud brick house was a dump. Nephew-in-law, we brought some eggs from home. The biggest ones. That's thoughtful. Then thank you. Feng Jiao put the eggs in the cellar. Yes, brother-in-law. Good that he took them. Since we're family, we can't be the only ones giving gifts. Nephew-in-law, what is this thing? Why doesn't it look like a TV? It's karaoke. It's for singing. We don't even have it in town. The capital may only have one or two. Nephew-in-law, do you often go to the capital? Not often. Maybe once or twice a month. I have a few friends there. I do business there sometimes. You're really impressive. You've taken your business to the capital. No wonder you're so rich. He has friends in the capital and does business. This young man won't be easy to fool. We need a new approach. Uncle, aunt. Feng Ting, your husband is quite capable. Seeing you marry into such a good family makes Auntie truly happy. Sweet talk them a little, and their guard will drop. Make yourselves at home. Sorry about that. The kettle at home broke yesterday, or I'd make you some tea. It's fine. We're not thirsty. You're so rich. You don't even have a spare kettle? Nephew-in-law, where's everyone else in your family? Did you split up the household? It's just Feng Ting, Feng Jiao, and me. No one else. My parents are gone. I'm their only son. No elders to stop us. That makes things much easier. You got married and didn't even tell Yofan and me. That's a bit out of line. After all, we're your elders. You dare bully Feng Ting right in front of me. Trying to turn the tables? Uncle, Auntie, Feng Ting wanted to invite you. She was just scared of that stick at your house. She didn't dare come tell you the good news. Hey, nephew-in-law. We had no choice either. Feng Ting and Feng Jiao ran away. If we took them in, it wouldn't be good if their uncle found out. Oh, so Feng Ting and Feng Jiao's uncle has eyes and ears everywhere? From so far away, he'd still know about it. We didn't let Feng Ting and Feng Jiao stay, but we didn't tell their uncle either. And didn't they meet you and turn bad luck into good? Even if you couldn't take them in, back then, you still wouldn't let the sisters, who were starving, have a bite to eat, or a sip of water. So then, I should be thanking you? No need to thank us. It was just a misunderstanding. We're family. Don't let such a small thing hurt the peace. They nearly died. But to you, it was just a misunderstanding. Feng Ting married into such a good family. We're truly happy for her. Too bad that little misunderstanding kept us away. Otherwise, on the wedding day, we'd have given you a big red envelope. That's okay, Uncle, Auntie. You can make it up now. I believe you truly wish Feng Ting well. You'd be happy to give a red envelope, right? The couple came to mooch off them. But as soon as they made empty promises, Chan Feiping made them pay up on the spot. Hey, Wu Yufang. Oh, Auntie was in a rush today. I didn't bring any money. That's fine. You can make it up next time. It's never too late if you mean it. Well, I brought the money. This reed envelope needs a little extra. My niece is getting married. What's $5? We can casually lend you $1,800 later and get 100-fold return, and you won't even have to pay back. Uncle really went all out. The red envelope is just a formality. Whether there's one or not doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. Stop it. We'll talk later. We haven't even had breakfast. We'll make up for it by eating a ton at lunch. This is mine. Aunt and Uncle, sorry about this. We feel awful if we don't sing every day. We've been neglecting you. Why don't you sing a couple songs too? No, thanks. Nephew-in-law, don't you guys ever eat lunch? We ate breakfast late and had a huge steamer of pork buns. We're stuffed. We're still full. Hey, nephew-in-law, are there any pork buns left? Oh, I'm so sorry. We ate them all. Feng Jiao barely ate any. I have a big appetite. I finished the rest. Aunt and Uncle, if you don't like singing, you're just sitting around here. How about I get you some tea from next door? He never planned to host us. Every word was dripping with sarcasm. Nephew-in-law, I just remembered I have something to do at home. I'm heading back first. Why did Uncle leave so soon? Couldn't he stay a little longer? There's nothing going on at home. Why did we leave like that? Weren't we supposed to have lunch at Feiping's? You still haven't figured it out? He never planned to feed us. We could sit there till dark and still get no food. Then we should at least borrow some money before leaving. He won't even feed you. You think he'll lend you money? Then our eggs were a waste. And you gave him a $5 red envelope. Since he accepted the gifts and the envelope, there's still room to work with. We need to be patient. We'll visit again when we can. Next time, bring 2 chickens. I refuse to believe he'll stay heartless forever. We'll wait till he's cooled off, then borrow the money. We'll make back everything in one shot. Zhongshan, you're the smart one. Brother Feiping got eggs and a red envelope from them. Maybe they'll borrow money from you later. Don't worry. They won't get a cent. I won't lend them a dime. Then why accept their gifts and envelope? If people give me things, why wouldn't I accept them? You silly girl. I don't care about those things. I'm just getting even for you. No matter how many times they come, I still won't lend them money or return their gifts. It'll be all take and no give. That works? What if they try to take it back? Can they just demand it back? Do they have proof? Even if they admit it, so what? I accepted those gifts fair and square. Why should I return them? Brother-in-law, you're awful. I'm only bad to bad people. I'm good to good people. And even better to family. That's true. You've been great to my sister and me. It's okay. A game has winners and losers. We lost this time, so train harder and win it back next time. With my footwork now, I don't know how much better I am than the later sea cucumber team. In last year's Olympic qualifiers, they won by 2 goals and made it out of Asia for the first time. That same year in the Kirin Cup, they swept their opponents by 3 goals. Those players had guts and skill. The fans were truly blessed back then. Sadly, they kept lowering the bar after that. Those 2 old fools won't be coming back for now. So he found time to go into the mountains. Before long, hunting won't be this easy anymore. Wait, their reaction is way too strong. Something up ahead can threaten us. A massive, unusually large Amur tiger suddenly appeared on the ridge. Whoa, those paws! A white-fronted tiger with slanted eyes. It weighs nearly 800 pounds. This is a giant Amur tiger. It's in a whole different league from the South China tiger. Anyone timid who faced it might not even have the nerve to run. In the wilds lives an ancient beast called Qiongqi. Its dark nature twists right and wrong. Defying heaven's law, its existence signals great disaster. If the host kills this beast, he can set the world right and restore heaven's order. But it has trained for billions of years, with 30 million demons under its command. I actually triggered the Qiongqi quest. The target is this fierce? The reward must be huge. If you run into an Amur tiger in the wild, you can't outrun it. Climbing a tree won't help either. Even if I get away, I can't leave Jindo and Fubao behind. Prey is scarce in winter.
It's starving.
Hungry or not, it won't allow anything into its territory. King of beasts, Lord of the forest. What overwhelming bloodline pressure. No wonder it's an ancient, immortal beast. They'll protect their master to the death. Since I can't escape, I'll fight. I've got truth, the aura of equality for all. So fast, it moves so quickly I could barely track it. Its path. I hit it but missed the vital spot. Good thing I have an indestructible body. Otherwise, that pounce would have badly hurt me. Look. Golden Dog Fubao came to save me. Its attention shifted. This is my chance.
Attack.
That was too close. I almost died out here. The stock's been bitten apart. The gun is useless. I'm unarmed now. What do I do? I've got it. Snack, smack. Hey, didn't see that coming, did you? I put chili powder in the snowball. With the mountain wind behind me, the chili powder will only hit it. It won't blow back on me. Achoo. That 12-cylinder engine is down to 2. You've seen what I can do now, huh? Now it's my turn to collect from you. Fighting while retreating is enough. I'll just wait right here for you. Its fur is too slick to grip. But this dagger is coated with over a dozen snake venoms. Perfect. Jindo Fubao, let's go. Roar. There you are, buddy. Its blood is circulating faster. The venom will take effect in under a minute. Neurotoxins, hemotoxins, cellular toxins, and cardiac toxins. Everything's in. The undefeated ruler of the mountains. Finally learned there's one creature it shouldn't mess with. The host has killed the ancient beast Qianqi. Take its remains to the capital of Daqian, to steady the army's morale. The capital of Daqian. A prosperous city. The central city plaza. This quest handoff is pretty unusual. I wonder what will happen when I bring it to the central plaza. Qianqi's blood is red as molten gold. If a cultivator drinks it, they can seize the power of creation. After 9 transformations, all darkness is cleansed, and the pure yang sacred body is formed. Vital energy and spiritual power will flow without end. Excellent. Its golden core shines like crystal. If a cultivator channels it into the governing vessel, the body becomes like flowing clouds and moves as fast as thunder. Tiger sinew boosts agility too. These rewards are incredibly generous. Qianqi's heart beats day and night like a war drum. It can nurture a king's aura and make all beasts bow. Qianqi's hide can be woven into an immortal carpet. It resists heat and cold. Even divine weapons lose their edge against it. In danger, it can let you escape into the void. The doors open, wide open. The rewards really are incredible. The beast died from poison. Will that weaken the effects? Good thing I'm immune to all poisons. Easy, I'll feed you some later. If we stew the tiger meat for a few hours, the snake venom proteins will denature completely. I finished the system quest before the wildlife protection law took effect. There aren't many unchallenged prey left. Very few unchallenged prey remain. That's enough for today. Let's head home. Brother Fiping is back. Brother-in-law, what game did you get today? Here. See for yourself. A black-eyed cat. How do you always get game every time you go up the mountain? Because I never miss. Once I set my sights on something, it can't escape my grasp. Brother-in-law, your shooting is incredible. Fengyao, go to the cellar and get some dried mushrooms. Okay, I'm going now. Brother Fiping, Fengyao will be back soon. It's okay. Let me hold you for a bit. Honey, do you want to go to Beijing? Go to Beijing? Yeah, if you want to go. I'll take you and Fengyao there for fun. And we can watch the flag raising at Tiananmen. I do, Brother Fiping. I really do. If you want to go, that's enough. I'll make it happen. Really, brother-in-law? We can really watch the flag raising at Tiananmen. You little thing. When have I ever lied to you? That's wonderful. I never thought I'd ever be able to visit Tiananmen in my lifetime. Let's go as soon as we decide. Jindo and Fubao will stay home. Zhuju and Xiaohua can help feed them. The provincial capital is over 1,200 miles from Beijing. The train takes more than a day. But we can't handle that. Sis, we've made it to the capital. We're going to Tiananmen Square to watch the flag raising. I've been to Beijing 3 times in my past life, so it's not that exciting to me. We're planning to watch the flag raising tomorrow morning. The Beijing hotel looks pretty good. It's right on Chang'an Avenue, inside the second ring road. It's only about 10 minutes from Tiananmen. It opened just last year, so it's brand new. Fine, let's stay at the Beijing hotel. Wang Fujing is right next door. The General Administration of Customs is across the street. Tiananmen is only a few miles away. You can't beat the location. A regular room is over 300 yuan a night. The presidential suite costs over 1,000. Brother Fiping, maybe we should find somewhere cheaper to stay. This hotel is so expensive. Yeah, it's several hundred yuan a night. Isn't that just highway robbery? It's okay. Whatever it costs, it costs. If you think it's too expensive, I have an idea. We can save half the money. Huh? What's your idea? Let's get a double room. We can all stay in one room. Brother Fiping, is that okay? Won't the front desk register us? Feng Ting and I will register at the front desk. Feng Jiao doesn't need to register. What if the police inspect the hotel? It's a 5-star hotel. Security won't come checking. Feng Jiao, once we enter the lobby, go wait by the elevators. Just act natural. A regular double room is 359 yuan. A single room is 3,209. It really is a 5-star hotel in the capital. Brother-in-law, the room is ready. Good. Take the elevator and don't say too much. There might be security cameras. Brother-in-law, is this the room key? Why does it look like this? It's a key card. It has a chip sealed inside. An electronic key. It's safer than a regular key. Hotels in Europe and America mostly use these. Even the key card is so fancy. No wonder it's a 5-star hotel in the capital. Brother-in-law, you sure know a lot. Let's get inside. We can't let anyone see us. Oh, why is this bed so small? Brother Fiping, maybe Feng Jiao and I can share one bed. Feng Ting, even you and Feng Jiao would be cramped. How about this? Let's push the 2 beds together. Then it'll be big enough. Push the beds together? Yeah, we can put the 2 beds together. That works. All 3 of us can sleep there. One, 2 push. It's wide enough for all 3 of us, with room to spare. The luggage is put away. Let's go downstairs to eat. Since we're in the capital, let's have some real Beijing food tonight. There are so many foreigners. Table for 3? This way, please. One order of Peking duck, and shredded pork in Beijing sauce, braised fish maw, and clear bird's nest soup. 3 won't be hard. You're amazing, Brother Fiping. Why don't they slice the duck in the kitchen before bringing it out? Honey, this is all about presentation. They slice it right in front of the guests. It feels more upscale and refined. Beijing cuisine draws from the best of many traditions, and its ancient imperial history gives it a strong palace-style flavor. It emphasizes elegance in ceremony. Brother-in-law, this duck is so fatty. It's nothing like the duck we had in Yangzhou last time. These ducks are raised by force-feeding them. They're fed until they're stuffed every day, and they don't have much room to move, so they get very fat very quickly. Brother-in-law, have you been to Beijing before? How else would you know all this? You're incredible. No. I just read the news and newspapers a lot, or hear things from other people. Brother Fiping, you really know everything. Unlike us, in Beijing, we're just 2 country bumpkins. Good evening, honored guests. It's my pleasure to introduce our Peking duck. This traditional dish has a long history. It uses plump ducks, with thin skin and tender meat. They're perfect for making Peking duck. The duck is coated with honey, white vinegar, and maltose. After roasting, the skin turns golden brown. The aroma is irresistible. Fangting, Fangjiao. Try the duck skin. The essence of Peking duck is in the skin. It's fragrant without being greasy. The meat isn't quite as special. Brother Fiping, you eat sun too. This skin is so oily, but so delicious. Brother Fiping was right. The skin really is delicious. Wow, brother-in-law. What are these two dishes made of? Brother-in-law, what is this fish maw? Do fish have wings? It's not a fish's wing. It's a fin. And it's a shark's dorsal fin. A shark? Shark fins contain fine strands of cartilage. After careful processing, they look like glass noodles. Fish maw is famous and seems high-end, but it's not as nutritious as people claim. If you really want to nourish your body, regular eggs are just as good. Is this really made from a bird's nest? People in Beijing can even turn birds' nests into a dish. It's already past 8. We have to get up early tomorrow. Let's skip going out tonight. This meal wasn't cheap. We'd better not let them know. They'll just worry about how much I spent. I'll skip the fermented mung bean drink. I fell for it once in my past life. I'll never forget that taste. Brother-in-law, this place is incredible. Brother Fiping, you really opened our eyes. I never knew there was such a beautiful place outside Beijing. People have been bathing at Shaotongshan Hot Springs since the Yuan dynasty. The emperors called it the Sacred Baths. During the Qing dynasty, Emperor Qianlong built a palace here. When ministers sent up memorials, the emperor even reviewed them in the hot springs. Wow, an emperor bathed here. So doesn't that mean my sister and I are getting treatment like an empress and imperial consort? I gotta be an emperor too. If brother-in-law were the emperor, and sis and I were the empress and imperial consort, wouldn't that make us both his women? It would be nice if we really lived in ancient times. Ancient emperors really knew how to enjoy life. Hot springs are so relaxing. I don't feel nearly as tired anymore. Ancient emperors really knew how to enjoy life. Hot springs are so relaxing. I don't feel nearly as tired anymore. You're feeling relaxed, honey. But I'm not enjoying this at all. You shameless old flirt. When we get home, I'll take good care of you. Honey, why don't we go home and turn in early tonight? Beijing ate delicacies, pear syrup, osmanthus wine, and donkey rolls, poria cakes. We can share a few drinks with Juju when we get back. Oh no, there's no room left. There's no direct train to Belen City. We have to go to the provincial capital first. We can also ask about the Yangshan fragrance shop. The greatest gains come from the spirit, not material things. Not the Tianlong Grand Hotel. Let's stay somewhere else. Brother-in-law, where are we staying tonight? There don't seem to be any hotels, inns, or guest houses here. We'll stay right here tonight. Brother Fiping, how do you have the key to this little house? Does it belong to a friend of yours? No, it belongs to us. Yeah, it's our new home in the provincial capital. A few days ago, I bought it from a business owner in the provincial capital. Brother Fiping, You bought a nice house in the provincial capital. What are you waiting for? Come in and see our new home. Brother Fiping, how much did this house cost? 80,000. Even the labor and materials for our big house back home cost less than 10,000. This one could build 8 houses. This is a house in the provincial capital. It's different from the village. And this is a wealthy neighborhood with a great environment. The land alone cost a fortune. They even built it for us. What a bargain. Once Feng Jiao gets pregnant, she can't give birth in Luoyang Bay. The provincial capital has a better environment and better medical care. When the child grows up, they'll need a big city school. Do you like this new home? We love it. This house is beautiful. But the village has its own perks. Brother-in-law, you bought such an expensive house here. Do you plan to live here long term? Not exactly. At least not in the short term. But I come here often. Staying in city hotels means I need a fixed place to stay. That's great. A country girl like me is still used to village life. Alright, Feng Jiao. Pick whichever room you want. And tidy things up while you're at it. Wipe off the dust. There are quilts and bedding in the closet. Okay, brother-in-law. My sister and I will go take a look. Mr. Yang, I'm Chun Fiping. Brother, you're in the provincial capital. Yeah, I went to Kyoto a few days ago. I just got back today. I'll stay here tonight. By the way, how's the franchise store with your cousin? Thanks to you, brother. My cousin and I set up a legitimate company. It was just approved. These days, getting a company approved usually takes at least a month. It's only been 10 days since I was last here. Having connections really makes a difference. As soon as the company was set up, we announced that we were seeking franchisees. That same day, lots of owners called me. They all wanted to join our Imperial Dynasty brand. They agreed to all our terms. This deal could bring in over $1 million in future revenue. We need to stay on top of it. Brother Yang, it looks like you'll do great things. Once Imperial Dynasty takes off, don't forget to let your brother get a share. Don't worry, brother, my cousin said. She'd give you the audio supply contract for all the Imperial Dynasty franchises. She speaks for me too. This deal will be yours. Yang Xin has principles. She wouldn't break her word, and she values me highly. She may even need my advice later on. Then thanks, Brother Yang. We'll have a few drinks sometime. Then I'll thank you in advance. But there's no rush. Preparing these franchises, finding locations and renovating will all take time. The earliest opening will be after the new year. You won't be late delivering our supplies then. Okay, we'll talk after the new year. A potential franchisee wants to take me to dinner tonight. We made plans days ago, so I can't eat with you tonight. No problem. I bought a house here now. That makes me half a local. Does Imperial Dynasty still have a private room tonight? If so, I'll reserve one and come sing. Of course! Don't I keep a room open every night? Just for special guests. Great. I'll reserve it. See you tonight. Brother-in-law, I've picked a room. Can I stay right next door to you? Feng Jiao, why stay so close to us? Are you still scared to sleep alone? Yes, brother-in-law. Back in the village, Jindo was outside my room. And Fubao watched over me, so I wasn't scared. But there aren't any of them here. Fine, you can pick any room you want. Oh, Feng Jiao, since you picked one so close. Thanks, brother-in-law. You're the best. You really are a scaredy cat. This new upscale neighborhood was only recently built. The shops and services nearby aren't very convenient yet. The provincial capital shore has a nice environment. It's much cleaner than Luoyang Bay. If Jindo and Fubao were here too, we could take them out for walks. We've been gone so long. I wonder how Jindo and Fubao are doing at home. Don't worry. Jindo and Fubao are smart, and Juzi and Xiaowa are feeding them. Good evening, Mr. Chun. Our boss is still at Hefeng House. He'll be here shortly. Why don't you enjoy the private room first?
Okay.
I'm a little tired, but what can you do? If you want to achieve great things, you've got to stay driven. Your health is your greatest asset, Brother Young. Take good care of yourself. This might help you. What is it? I didn't know you knew health remedies. I once completed a system mission to kill a leopard. I got a book called The Void Healer's Classic. I gathered a lot of herbs and had the divine healer make pills from them. Once Fengting caught a cold. Her fever broke within half an hour of taking one. This bottle contains vital guarding detox pills. They should help protect your liver and flush out toxins. Okay, I'll try one. Can I take one now? Any time is fine. Ideally, take one before drinking. Just one is enough. Your pills are incredible, brother. My head isn't dizzy at all anymore. Your face isn't red anymore either. This herbal remedy works surprisingly well. Come on, brother. Let's have another drink. She doesn't look well. She may be worn out and uncomfortable. Miss Zhang, you don't look well. Take it easy on the drinks tonight. Is my condition that obvious? He actually noticed. I've studied how to assess people's health. If I'm not mistaken, your menstrual flow is unusually heavy and lasts a very long time. You lose a lot of blood every month. Your period is when you're at your weakest. After seeing Chun Feiping's abilities and extraordinary knowledge, she wanted even more to bring them together. Many private rooms are regulars. I should make a round. How did you know? Miss Zhang, your complexion is pale, like plain silk. This suggests weakness in the thoroughfare and conception vessels, leaving the blood reservoir depleted. The blood can't nourish your face. Your lips are pale and dull, which also suggests severe blood loss, with your vital energy depleted along with it. Your eyes lack vitality, all because of blood collapse and energy loss. The blood is failing to nourish your eyes. Based on all this, you clearly suffer from extremely heavy periods, with blood flowing like a torrent. Miss Zhang, does your period last unusually long every time? And is the flow unusually heavy? Chun Feiping, do you know any remedy for this? I need to take your pulse first, to understand your condition better. Then take my pulse. Your pulse really is unusual. Your constitution is excellent. Yet these symptoms have been present for a long time. It's not a gynecological infection, or from years of poor diet and lifestyle, causing an endocrine imbalance. It seems congenital. Was your mother exposed to cold or illness while pregnant? Like a bad cold? Was your mother exposed to cold or illness while pregnant? When you were born, were you premature and sickly? Exactly. It's just as you said. Only my family elders, and I knew that. I never thought he'd see right through it. If it's caused by an outside illness, it's easier to treat. But something you were born with is much trickier. So does that mean my illness can't be cured? Not at all. It can be cured. It's just a little troublesome. You only need to take the medicine for a while. I can't promise 100%, but 90% is likely. You can cure me? Yes, but the prescription is a bit complicated. I can't prepare it right away. I need to head home first. A prescription from Earth can cure it, but the elixir made by the immortal healer works better. All right, thanks. Immune to all poisons. The downside is alcohol doesn't do much. Still, bragging with a good buddy isn't bad. I got quite a haul tonight. If I can get Zhang Yanning's condition under control, my relationship with old Liang will be even stronger. Jindo Fubao Chow time. Faipin, you've raised them so well. They're so big. Their coats are shiny too. Jindo Fubao, where are you two going? Why aren't you eating? Faiping, you're back. I bought lots of pastries and snacks. Take some home for Shawa later. Faiping, then I'll go home and kill a chicken. I have vegetables at home. Don't go to all that trouble. It's fine. We have plenty of chickens. Being immune to all poisons has only one downside. Alcohol doesn't do much. Now that I've completed the task, I should deal with the big claw in my cosmic ring. Skin, tendons, bones, and meat, all of it is valuable. The blood, heart, meridians, and hide are all useful. Aside from the bloody smell, there's also an unpleasant odor. It must be contamination from the snake venom. The system claims to be immune to all poisons, but it's still a bugged system. As soon as this tiger blood hit my throat, it turned into a stream of molten fire. Looks like this venom-tainted tiger blood can't hurt me. It's just too potent. I'd better finish digesting it before drinking anything else. My stomach feels a little bloated. After drinking this bottle, my whole body feels hot, like I'm burning up. Tiger sinew, tiger tendons, tiger heart. I'll deal with those tomorrow.
Eating tiger meat raw?
I'll really turn into a wild man. Brother Fiping, look at these decorations in our room. Doesn't it look much better now? Yeah, it looks nice. But compared to these crafts, my wife is much prettier. You're such a smooth talker. Fiping, what's wrong? You're burning up. Do you have a fever? I'm fine, Fangting. I'm just feeling a little fired up. Since we got married, Fangting's really becoming more and more womanly. Morning, brother-in-law. Morning to you too, Feng Jiao. Where's my sister? She's still asleep. She's tired from traveling so long. Let her sleep a little more. Feng Jiao, go start the fire. Fire up both stoves and the little burner. I've got to stew something later. Okay, I'll get the fire going. Brother-in-law, what's this? Something really good for men. Don't sneak a bite. It's not good for an unmarried girl. I wouldn't sneak any. Stew the organs in the kitchen. The smell's gonna be intense. Sis is still asleep. Then I'll make breakfast today. What do you want to eat? Feng Jiao, make me some noodles. Sure. Oh, I overslept. I didn't even know Fiping was up. Honey, you were sleeping so soundly. I didn't wake you. You've got some nerve saying that. Isn't it all because of you? Fengsha, your noodles are as good as your sister's. Really good, brother-in-law said. It's something only men can eat. Girls like us can't eat it. Tiger tendons are too tough. The organs need to be stewed till soft. To make sure the venom's gone, Don't rush. Wait a bit. I'll let you eat it later. Could the snake venom be kicking in late? The Zhuangxiao immortal body has entered its final transformation. After eating the system-approved Demon King's meat, Jindo and Fubao are incredible. You've absorbed Xionqi's blood. All foul yin energy purged. Pure yang sacred body achieved. That's fucking awesome. Jindo, Fubao, let's go have some fun. The Zhuangxiao immortal dogs have completed their final transformation. Their immortal bloodline is fully awakened. They've become primordial divine beasts. Woof, 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 woof. It feels like there's a spring in my core. My inner power keeps flowing back after I use it. I made my way to the old forest. I'm still full of energy. My body's tough as hell. I can handle this place with ease. The scenery around me is like a radar, showing up clearly in my mind. If I went gambling with this, I'd be picking up money. This is its unobstructed sensing range. With trees in the way, the range drops. Through thick snow and dirt, my range is less than a quarter. This psychic field is insanely useful for hunting. Back then, no matter how sharp my senses were, I never would have spotted him. Holy shit, Jindo and Fubao. You can do that too? This snowy forest is full of surprises. Getting out here with these little guys feels so good. Now the two dogs and I are much stronger, faster, and sharper. Hope no wild beasts come mess with us. Jindo, Fubao, let's go. We've got big prey. A full-grown bull moose can weigh up to a ton. Jindo, Fubao, get him. Woof, woof, woof. I'm so strong now. This thing's worth a fortune. I've got to show off before I butcher it. Showing off my hunt in the village feels better than making money. No way, Chan Faiping got another big one. What the hell are these two big beasts? They've got to weigh 1,000 pounds. No one in our village has hunted a moose in years. Faiping, what did you catch? Why is it so huge? A moose over 1,000 pounds, haha. Brother-in-law, it's huge. Faiping, what kind of wild animal is that? It's like a little mountain. Moose are rare in these mountains. Rarer than bears. Hard to come across, hehe. Cut off a big chunk of meat for Juicy and his wife. Give some to old branch secretary and Tongshan's family too. Fiping, why are you taking a cold shower? There's hot water in the pot. It's fine. Cold showers make you tougher. The more I take, the healthier I get. Brother-in-law, can you handle this weather? What's there to fear? I'm a grown man. I'm full of fire. But women like you can't do it. You'll catch a chill. With the pure yang sacred body. Even the old forest cold is nothing. We finished dinner too late today. The Kaoshan TV news is already over. Let's just go back to our room. Living things aren't the only things that glow. Anything with energy does. Once I focus, the psychic field becomes like invisible tentacles and can stretch even farther out. The high-tech battery in the Starlight Ching car puts out more power than a Flying Eagle 100. The fire's energy in the stove is red too, much like people and animals. Me. Young and well-fed. My life force is really strong. This radar still has flaws. It lacks detail. Did you hear? Chun Fiping got another moose yesterday. Over 1,000 pounds. No one in our village has gotten a moose in years. Can't believe Chun Fiping got one. A moose over 1,000 pounds would have several hundred pounds of meat. Such a big moose. If Chun Fiping doesn't give us some venison, that'd be hard to justify. He should at least give us 20 or 30 pounds. Yuffen, I'm going to buy a pack of cigarettes and get one for Chun Fiping. Zhongyang, don't buy anything too expensive. Give me a pack of Da Chongju. 8 cents. 8 cents? The studio sells these for 5.5 cents. Are you ripping us off? Selling them that high. Why don't you just rob a bank? Comrade, you can raise the price. A little. But you can't raise it that much all at once. Oh, right. We're Chun Fiping's relatives. Chun Fiping's relatives, huh? Then this pack is 15 cents. How can you treat people like that? Fine. 15 cents it is. You greedy merchant. You've got no conscience. You old hag. Stop shouting in front of my store. Forget it, Yofen. It's better to avoid trouble. We still have to go to Chun Fiping's house. We used Chun Fiping's name. That greedy merchant still wouldn't budge. He even raised the price. For now, I'm being polite with Chun Fiping. But if he still won't cooperate, if he shows no mercy, don't blame me for showing none either. It's only been half a month, so why are those two dogs acting so fierce and proud again? Hey, uncle and auntie. Uncle, auntie, you really thought this through. The dogs at Chun Fiping's place sure live like royalty. Uncle and auntie. Niece's husband. When I first entered the village, I heard 2 villagers say you'd bagged a moose. It weighed over 1,000 pounds. Is this the one? Yes, we cooked a huge pot of venison last night. There was still plenty left this morning. We just finished it. My stomach is stuffed. What were you going to say to me? Niece's husband. Let's talk for a minute. Uncle, what can I do for you? Well, here's the thing. With the reform and opening up, I see lots of people hauling goods and doing business. I want to keep up with the times too. I want to buy a tractor and haul goods, so I can earn extra money for the family. But I'm a little short on cash. I'm short by 2,500 yuan. I'd like to borrow some from you. I'll pay you back once I make some money. Sorry, but I don't have any money either. Niece's husband. How could you not have money? Look at the brick house you built. It's so big and impressive. And all those appliances. That huge TV alone, plus that sound system must have cost thousands. Niece's husband. You even have 2 vehicles. Sorry, but I don't have any money either. That motorcycle alone cost several thousand. And that truck must have cost tens of thousands. You say you're broke? Does that make any sense? We're only asking to borrow it. It's not like we won't pay you back. Uncle, auntie, there's something you don't know. I bought this truck with a bank loan. I borrowed 30,000 yuan. I still owe the bank and have to pay it back. The bank's interest rates are high now too. The pressure is killing me. Why don't you lend me some money? I'll pay you back once I make it. Niece's husband. We're all adults here, whether you have money or not. We all know the truth, so stop making pointless excuses. Fine, since you want it that way, I'll put it plainly. My money didn't fall from the sky. Even if I had money, I wouldn't lend it. I wouldn't lend you a single cent. My brother Fiping often goes hunting in the mountains. He has to run around outside all day. He works hard for every bit of that money. We can't lend it to you. It's money my brother-in-law worked hard to earn. How can you just ask to borrow it? Shut up. Uncle and auntie are discussing this with the men. You two don't get a say. Auntie, this is my house. Feng Ting is my wife. Feng Jiao is my sister-in-law. Why can't they speak? Back when Feng Ting and Feng Jiao traveled all this way to seek your help, you refused to take them in. You wouldn't even feed them one meal. You treated Feng Ting and Feng Jiao with no family affection at all. Why should I treat you like relatives or lend you money? You just walk in asking for 2,500 yuan. You've got some nerve. I don't know where you get the gall. Chan Fiping, we weren't very decent back then. But we've come twice with gifts to visit you. That counts as an apology. Can't you let the past go? But you won't even offer us a meal. That makes you the one at fault. If you show us no mercy, don't blame us for showing none either. Chan Fiping. Zhou Fenting and Zhou Fengjiao ran away from home. They married you without their elders' consent. You don't want their uncle and aunt to find them and take them home, do you? Uncle, please don't tell them. In that case, talk to Chan Fiping and get him to lend us the money. Then we won't tell your uncle and aunt. How about that? Are you threatening me? We're just trying to reason with you. I've lived this long as Chan Fiping, and I've never let anyone threaten me. Not even the Emperor of Heaven could change that. Even if I don't have many friends, I'm still not afraid of your threats. Jindo Fubao, show them out. Chan Fiping, we'll leave if you want, but give us our rooster back, and the eggs and gift money from last time. You gave those to me. I earned those gifts fair and square. Why should I return them? Chan Fiping has no shame. We gave him gifts, and he won't even return them. He's just as greedy and heartless as that store owner. His children are bound to turn out badly. This is Joe Qisheng. Joe Qisheng, it's Yufan. Which Yufan? How can you not remember me? I'm Wu Yufan. My second sister married your late brother. So we're relatives, in a way. Oh, now I remember. You're old Wu's oldest daughter. Long distance calls are expensive. Let's keep this short. I'm calling about Zhou Fengting and Zhou Fengjiao. I have news about them. What is it, Wu Yufan? Are they with you? They're not at my house, but they're in our town. Zhou Fengting and Zhou Fengjiao came to see me. I didn't take them in. And Fengting got married. She and Fengjiao are living at her husband's place. Your late brother and my sister are both gone. By village custom, the marriage decisions for Fengting and Fengjiao are yours to make. They wouldn't listen. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't bring them back, but I could ask for some bride price money. Fengting got lucky. She married a 10,000 yuan household. She now lives in a huge brick house. Their TV and stereo alone cost thousands. Her husband even bought a truck and a motorcycle. The truck alone cost tens of thousands. With conditions that good, wouldn't you want to ask for a few thousand in bride price? Fengting married someone so far away. How could I go to another village and ask for it? It won't be easy to collect. Don't worry. We have a way to get it for you. What way? Come over first, and we'll talk. It's hard to discuss over the phone. Long-distance calls cost too much. Anyway, we're confident we can do it. You don't need to bring many people. We've got plenty of people here. All right. These long-distance calls cost a fortune. Why didn't Zhang Liang write to Zhou Qisheng? It's just a little money to wait for. Once Zhou Qisheng comes and gets the bride price, we can each take at least 2,000 yuan. What's a few cents compared to that? What kind of relative is Wu Yufeng to us anyway? And why didn't she call her own family? Why call you? Wu Yufeng brought us great news. Zhou Fengting got married over there. She married into a 10,000 yuan household. They have a way to get us several thousand in bride price. Really? That's great, Qisheng. When should we go? The sooner, the better. Oh, Qisheng, a marriage alliance. We've been waiting for you. My sister married into the Zhou family, and my husband is a Zhou too. So our families really are related by marriage. Yefan told you all about it, right? I can help you get that bride price back. But you have to come in person. Otherwise, as her aunt and uncle, we've got no right to ask for a bride price. Zhou Fengting's man is one of the richest in the village. He's got some standing in the village, right? How do you plan to get it? He's only got one decent friend. But that guy's just a dumb kid. Nothing to fear. Bring 8 or 9 grown men. We'll have at least a dozen people there. How could he beat us? If it comes to a fight, no villagers will help him. They'll just watch. If he won't pay, we'll take his stuff. Anything we grab will be worth thousands. But we get half the bride price. Half? We're Zhou Fengting's aunt and uncle. Half is all we want, not a cent less. Fine, half it is. As long as you get my bride price back, I'll give you half. That Li Dan toy went in. Isn't that Chan Feiping's relative? Could they be here to settle scores with me? What are these outsiders doing here? It's fine. We've got more people. And more dogs. What the hell are we scared of? Jindo, Fubao, don't be rude. Bastard. I've been waiting for you. Feiping, what's going on? Uncle, Auntie. So you do remember you have an uncle and aunt? You snuck out of the village. And Zhou Fengting Yun got married. Did you get our consent? Do you have any respect for us? So they're Chan Feiping's wives? Family, here to make trouble. Zhou Fengting and Zhou Fengjiao wandered into our village back then. Chan Feiping took them in. You two, do you have any respect for your uncle and aunt? What a joke. Why would Fengting need your consent to marry me? You're not their parents. My brother and sister-in-law are gone. We're Zhou Fengting and Zhou Fengjiao's elders. By village rules, we decide whom they marry. That's right. Whoever we want Zhou Fengting and Zhou Fengjiao to marry. They have to marry. That's your village's rule. What's that got to do with me? Fengting and Fengjiao married me now. On my turf, they follow my rules. Since when do you get to interfere? Fengting married me properly. Our brigade captain was the matchmaker and witness. We even had a proper wedding. She's a daughter-in-law of the Chan family. Enough, Chan Feiping. Don't get worked up. Let's talk this out. Since Zhou Fengting is married, she's family now. Let's keep the peace. But, Chan Feiping, you still owe a bride price. You can't marry a wife for free. Her family has to get something, right? Yeah, fine, you didn't invite us to the wedding feast. But you didn't even discuss it with her family. That's no way to treat her family. That's right. You're disrespecting us. Just make up the bride price. And we'll let this go. Either pay the bride price, or let Zhou Fengting and Zhou Fengjiao come back with us. I'm not going back. I'm Brother Feiping's woman now. I'd rather die than go back. I'm not going back either. If you force me to go with you, I'll smash my head into the wall. Yeah, that's right. Kuei-wa, hurry. Something happened at Chan Feiping's house. What a wild woman. Her family better take them both back. Chan Kuei-wa. Everyone, judge this fairly. Zhou Fengting got married without her family's consent. And Chan Feiping never discussed the marriage with her family. They just got married like that. Does that make sense? Is that right? No, it doesn't. It's not right. When I got married, I brought a rooster and pork to her home. And I paid quite a bit too. Chan Feiping is so rich. He should pay at least several thousand. A few thousand isn't enough. Chan Feiping's little truck alone costs tens of thousands. I say he should pay at least 10,000 to marry a wife. Wang Jie bullshit. Who pays 10,000 as a bride price? You only paid a few dozen bucks when you married Jiang Yulin. I'm not like Chichui. Our families talked it over. But Zhou Fengting's family never agreed, and she ran off with a man. So the bride price should be higher. Yeah, a bride price should be paid. And it can't be too little. Chen Feiping, see that? Everyone here is reasonable. Even everyone in Luanwan says you're in the wrong. You should pay the bride price. What else do you have to say? Fine, then tell me, how much bride price do I owe? Ahem, the people of Luanwan have all said it. You're so rich. You should pay more. 10,000 isn't even much. How about this? I'm not that greedy. No need for 16 grand. 6,000 will do. 6,000 is more than enough to buy a tractor. They're discussing things with Chen Feiping. Why are you, an outsider, butting in? Second uncle, bride prices in our village are only a few hundred at most. How could it be that high? Exactly, second uncle. How can you ask for so much? Her family raised you for all those years. Who told you to get married without talking to us? Your second uncle and I came all this way, and the trip cost us plenty. Chen Feiping's little truck costs tens of thousands. What's wrong with asking for 6,000? Zhou Fengjiao, don't make trouble. We haven't even settled the bride price for your future marriage. Fengting, Fengjiao. Since they're your family, the bride price should be paid. 6,000 is too little. When? Soon, before New Year's. I'll burn plenty for you then. Why are you Chen Feiping? What a vicious mouth you have. You all heard that, right? It's bad enough Chen Feiping won't pay the bride price. Now he's cursing us to die. Good thing you married me. If you'd gone with him back then, your family wouldn't get a cent of bride price.
He can help Juzi build a house, buy a car, and get a wife.
So how could he not pay the bride price? A parent's kindness is as heavy as a mountain. A bride price should be paid. But you're only an aunt and uncle. What bride price are you here to collect? Yeah, we don't have rules like that in Luanwan. My brother and sister-in-law passed long ago. Only my niece was left at home. But when my niece got married, I never asked my nephew-in-law for a bride price. That's the bride family's business. Let's watch and see first. Good, you're here. Stay calm. Who are you? Li Weigu, captain of the first production team. So you're Captain Li. Nice to meet you. But this is about Zhou Fengting, her family and Chen Feiping's private affairs. Captain Li, aren't you meddling too much? Chen Feiping is a young man from my production team. His late parents and everyone in the first production team all worked from dawn to dark together. We shed sweat and blood, side by side for communism and socialist modernization. They're all my family. Chen Feiping and I stand united. Like when Fengting got married, I was the wedding witness. Why can't I step in? The captain's right. Our first team is one big family. Chen Feiping is one of us. His business is our business. Fine. Hey, wasn't it supposed to be the girl's parents asking for the bride price? How did it become her aunt and uncle? What's going on? The old ones are crafty. But Chen Feiping has an old hand on his side too. Everyone, quiet down. Let me say a few words. I admit I used to be a thug. I had a bad temper and did whatever I wanted. But ever since I got married, I learned a man's duty and responsibility. And I learned gratitude. Whenever I hunt big game in the mountains, I share some meat with the folks who help me when others have trouble. If it's within my power, I'll do what I can. But why won't I pay this bride price? Not even 1 cent? Then we have to talk about what my wife and sister-in-law went through. Feng Ting, Feng Jiao, tell the villagers how these two treated you. Uncle and aunt. My mom passed away 3 years ago. My dad passed away earlier this year too. We have no brothers. My dad was just buried. The first 7 days aren't even over. And you took our house and land. You even took our money and all our valuables. Isn't this taking over a childless family's estate? Taking it before the first 7 days are even up. Aren't you afraid our dad will come back for you at night? Don't listen to their lies. Uncle and aunt, you took our parents' house and land, and our valuables. You made my sister and me work from dawn till dark, but all we got was thin porridge. It was mostly water. You could barely scoop up any rice. My sister and I were hungry every day. Sometimes we had to eat bark and roots. You animals, you two animals, you never treated your nieces like people. When Dad was gone, right after the New Year, it was still freezing. You took all the cotton from the house. Feng Jiao and I could only share one thin quilt at night, holding each other for warmth, but we still shivered from the cold. Then I got sick. I almost didn't make it. Da Wang knew you treated my sister and me badly. He barked whenever you came over. Uncle, you beat him to death and ate him. Even though we worked ourselves to the bone, we could only eat a little, and you still looked down on us. Aunt cursed at me all the time. She even beat us. Once, when I brought you your meal, I accidentally spilled it. You burned my hand with fire tongs. Uncle and aunt, you wanted to build a brick house, but you didn't have enough money, so you wanted to sell Feng Jiao and me to a cripple and a deaf man in the village, because they offered more bride price. Taking over your own niece's estate was bad enough, and you even wanted to sell them. At least find them decent families. You picked a cripple and a deaf man for the bride price? What the hell? You really have no humanity at all. When you were talking in the main hall, Feng Jiao overheard you. We were terrified, so we took the household register and fled the village overnight. My dad knew what you were like. He hid some money in the woodshed and secretly told us before he died. We took that money and went to Chang'an town to find our aunt. But aunt and uncle, you wouldn't take us in. You wouldn't even give us a meal, not even a sip of water. You chased us away with a broom. Luckily, we passed through Luoyan Day. When we asked for water, we met Brother Fiping. Brother Fiping gave us food and water, and took in Feng Ting and me. Otherwise, we might have died long ago. Later, I married Brother Fiping. We were very happy. Until one day, we ran into aunt at the market. She learned we'd married Brother Fiping. Then aunt and uncle came to see us. They came twice. The second time, uncle asked to borrow 2,500 to buy a truck for hauling. Brother Fiping refused. Then he said he'd bring uncle and aunt here. Stop crying. Your uncle and aunt are animals, and your aunt and uncle aren't much better. You're all the same. You wouldn't take in nieces who came from far away. You wouldn't even feed them. What cheapskates. And you still have the nerve to demand bride price in our village? You think Luoyan Mountain has no one left? Folks, this bride price. Should I give it to them?
No.
No. Don't give them 1 cent. Give them shit. They're no better than pigs. No, no, no. Fiping, don't worry. We support you. San Desheng. Didn't you just say I should give them several thousand? Why don't you say that again? Chan Fiping sure holds a grudge. Wang Tiechui, you said I should at least give them 10 grand in bride price, right? The tide has turned. Even that old fox Zhou Zhongliang is helpless. This mess. We shouldn't have gotten involved. We spent all our money on the road. We were starving and thirsty. Aunt and uncle, you wouldn't take us in. Changjiao. I just used Zhou Zhongliang and Wu Yufeng to get you here. I didn't expect you fools to really come. Zhou Zhongliang, Wu Yufeng. I should thank you, really. He thought he was so cunning, able to control a young man like Chen Feiping any time. He never expected everything he did was part of the other man's plan. So he was using me too. He brought Zhou Fengting and Zhou Fengjiao here to help them vent their anger. This young man isn't a hothead. He's a crafty little fox. He's got 100 tricks up his sleeve. You won't get 1 cent of bride price. But since you're here, let's settle Fengting and Fengjiao's score. Woof, woof, woof. Brother Feiping. We're not scared anymore. We'll settle this one thing at a time. Run! There's no bride price. Stop them. Don't let them get away. What's going on? Why you don't come near me. Fine, beat Chen Feiping to death. Not only was there no wound, there wasn't even a red mark. Why is his head so hard? He took that hit on purpose. With his skills. How could Zhou Qisheng have hit him? My kidney. You animal! Ah! Animal, get off! Don't bite my man. Hit him.
Kill, 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 kill.
That's for abusing Feng Jiao. Ah, stop! Stop! Get out of the car! Ah, get out! Brother Feiping, are you okay? Brother-in-law, is your head hurt? Hey, I'm fine. Feiping, that's enough. If Zhou Qisheng had come alone, it wouldn't matter if he died. But they came as a whole group. 4 of them have been beaten. Killing someone would still be trouble. This big house was built just months ago. He didn't want anyone dying at his door. Stop hitting us. Please stop hitting us.
Enough.
Everybody stop. Cough, cough, cough. They're beating us. You're bullying us with numbers. You won't even spare women. You'll die a horrible death. Jindo Fubao. Bite whoever cries. Though he'd been grabbed by the hair and scratched by women, at least he wasn't bitten by dogs like Wang Liyaning. Chen Feiping, I know I was wrong. Please let me go. I'm not the one you need to apologize to. You two kneel and kowtow that way. Ask Fengting and Fengjiao's parents, your elder brother and sister-in-law, to forgive you. Big brother, sister-in-law. I'm sorry. You call that a kowtow? Your head didn't even touch the ground. You have no manners at all. Then I'll teach you properly.